Good morning, friends, and welcome to this webinar on cloud computing, that is AWS and cloud computing, and this server administration, Red Hat server administration, and the Windows server administration. Okay, so this webinar is for three different courses, right? Let's say two technologies. One is your server administration, and the other one is your cloud computing. Okay, fine. See, let us try to keep the session as simple as possible. We just try to understand what is cloud computing and server administration today. And we will see where these courses can take us in our career and how much demand and how many, jobs and what about packages and all the other things are there with this particular course. So this is not one course here, friends. Like I said, this is a package where we have, three different courses. Server administration, there are two courses, and cloud administration, there is one course. Okay, now let us keep this session as simple as possible. And in case if you have any questions, any doubts in this, anything regarding cloud or server administration, feel free to send your questions in chat box. So I'm just sending a message in chat box here. I just said India. Hopefully everyone can see this message. So whenever you have any doubt here, friends, feel free to send your question in chat box so that I can come to your question as early as possible. So this is a recorded session. This is a live session, right? And the session has started recording. So each and every session we will record here and all the recordings we will share with you. So from day one, there is a webinar to a demo session to the regular session until the last session. Every session will be recorded here, my friend. Okay, and all the recordings will be shared with you. Done? Now, before we see what is cloud and what is, server administration and all the other details, let me just, introduce myself and let me just introduce you about the package. Fine. See here, friends, this is me. My name is Shakeel here. I have, 14 plus years of experience in IT. I have experience on different domains like Windows Server, network admin, Linux server, virtualization, security, cloud computing, and so on. This is my experience for last 14, 15 years in this IT industry. And I have trained people on most of the technologies. I have trained people on the server administration, network administration, Linux administration, virtualization. And for last many years, I'm dealing with this cloud computing technology. Okay, so this is me. Now, coming to the package, we have a, very well-designed package here. This is a package designed according to the market requirement. What companies are looking for as of now? According to that particular requirement, this package has been designed. Okay, now in this package, we are going to learn the Amazon Web Services, that is AWS, then the Linux Server Administration, that is the latest version 9.4 version or so. Okay, and then the Windows Server Administration, that is your Windows Server 2025, that is also the latest version. So this is what we are going to learn in our package. Now the question here is, why there are three courses in package? Why can't we learn only one course? Let us say AWS, and can we make our career in AWS? Or can we learn only the Linux server administration and can we make the career in Linux server administration? Or same with the Windows server administration. See, when I say three courses, yeah, in package there are three courses, but friends, all the three courses are closely related with each other. If you know the Linux server administration, you must know the AWS. If you know the AWS, you must know the Linux server administration. Okay, it is nearly mandatory for you to learn all these three courses. Every company is looking for a person who knows this server administration part as well as the cloud administration part. So, like I said, according to the requirement of the market, according to the requirement of the company, this package has been designed. So companies are looking for people who can work on the servers as well as who can work on the cloud. This is the demand of our company. This is the demand of the market. So for that reason, we have added all these three things. But still, in case if someone is only interested in AWS, let's say they have already completed Linux, they are only interested in AWS, you can come only for AWS in this package, no issues. Okay, so it's up to you to decide. But if someone is a fresher here, okay, and if someone is planning to start their career in this IT field, then my friend, this is a package you have to go with. Okay, maximum 2.5 months you can finish your package. Listen, friends, this is a career. You're planning to start a career in this field for next 10, 15, 20 years probably, right? You're not learning these courses to to write down any semester there and just pass the semester and done. No, you're learning these courses to make a career, and career will be there for, let's say, 5 years, 10 years, not 5 years actually, 12, 15, 20 years. That is actually some career there, right? So if you want to succeed in this career, if you want to see yourself in this career for next, let's say, 15 to 20 years, this is a place from where you can start, my friend. Whatever is in this package, these things will be with you for rest of your career for sure. Okay, fine. See, if you come in this package in separate courses, like, overall the fees will be 15K. Windows servers, Linux servers, and the AWS, it will be 15K. But in case if you are interested in coming in this package, as of now, we have the Diwali offer here, and this particular Diwali offer is only for 6,999. This is the offer we have as of now. I know Diwali has been like, last month, but still we are continuing with the same offer. And what is the offer here? The offer is 6,999 for all the three courses, AWS, Linux, and Windows. And I'll be handling all the Linux classes, all the AWS classes, and Windows Server Administration live classes will not be there. But Windows Server Administration, some recorded classes will be there. Okay, but AWS and Linux, every session will be live here. Every session you have the option of interacting with me. Okay, and each and every session we will record, and all the recordings we will share with you. All these things only for this particular phase 6,999 INR. Done. So these are some of the details of this particular package. And like I said, you friends, if you have any other doubts, any questions, feel free to send your questions in chat box. Okay. And from Tuesday, that is after tomorrow, from Tuesday, that is 3rd of December, right? We are starting AWS at 10 a.m. 3rd December will be our first class. 3rd December. Okay, it will be our first class. And in the same week, most probably, or maybe within a week, we'll start the Linux administration at 7 a.m. No, actually, we have already started Linux administration some days before. I have just completed some basic demos there. So if you're interested in joining the session at 7 a.m., you're more than welcome. You can simply join the session at 7 a.m. from Tuesday. Okay, so AWS will be at 10 a.m. from 3rd December, and the Linux server administration will be at 7 a.m. from 3rd December. If you want to come parallelly, more than welcome. You can come parallelly. Or if you want to start AWS first, then after a week or 10 days or 15 days, if you have to come for Linux, that is also more than welcome, my friend. It's up to you. Okay, fine. So this is something about our package. Now, let us try to understand why this package. Who should learn this particular AWS and server administration? What job opportunities we have, where we have the job opportunities, how to learn it, how to practice it. All these questions we'll try to address today. So what I did here is I have simply taken some of the most common questions that I'll get in every demo, and I've added these 5 most common questions. But friends, beside these 5 questions, if you have any other question, feel free to send your question in chat box. Okay, so feel free to send your questions in chat box. So let me just try to go through these questions first, so that you will get the clear idea like why exactly this package is so important for you for your career. Okay, fine. Now the first question here is, what are the pre-requirements to learn the server administration and the Amazon Web Services, that is a cloud computing? Now listen, my friend, from whatever background you're coming here, let us say you're coming from, let's say, programming background, or let's say accounts background, or let's say commerce background, or maybe you're a civil engineer, or maybe you're a electronic engineer. Okay, or maybe you did some BCom, whatever bachelor's degree and master's degree you have, the degree is useful for you to go to a job. Okay, but at the end of the day, you are working on a particular technology, right? So if you want to learn this technology, there are absolutely no pre-requirements you need to know. If today is your first day in your career, I just want to say you started your journey in this cloud computing and this server administration. Done. If today is your first day, then this is the most basic thing you will learn. So there are absolutely no pre-requirements here, friends. You can learn everything from ABCD from scratch, and you can go up to the advanced level. So when we go with the Linux Server Administration course, we'll start from basics. And when we go with the Windows Server Administration course, we'll start from the basics. And when we go with your Amazon Web Services, again, we'll start from basics. So don't worry, if you are a fresher, there is no need to know any programming here. There is no need to know any coding here. We can simply start everything from this scratch level. And I'll take care of each and everything. I'll make sure like everything you will start from the basics. Okay, fine. Now, the next question is, who should learn this AWS and Linux server administration? Look, my friend, if you're interested to make a career in server administration or cloud computing, DevOps, cyber security, or ethical hacking, or networking, or if you want to become a programmer or a developer, or if you want to do something in testing and coding and all those things, you should go with this server administration and AWS. You might be thinking, if you're a programmer or a developer, why you should learn this, Amazon Web Services? That can be a very basic question. That can be a very basic question, right? Why you should learn it if you're a fresher? Look, my friend, if you're into programming, why you should learn this? See, you should learn this because the company where you are applying for a job or the company where you are working as a programmer, that company is asking you to learn this. Because, at the end of the day, as a programmer, you execute some programs over a server. So where is the server actually? The server is running in cloud. So if you're a programmer also, the company is asking you to learn the AWS. Okay. Now there is a question here, career gap people. I'll come to this question, my friend. Dev, I'll just come to this question in some minutes. Okay. But as of now, who should learn this? Any person who is interested to make a career in IT, especially let's say if you want to become the administrator, like a network administrator, cloud administrator, server administrator, DevOps administrator, cyber security guy, whatever. You're the one who should learn this particular course. Done? Now. Okay, one more question is coming. Syllabus covered in all these courses, all these 3 courses. Once I finish these 5 questions here, I'll come to the syllabus also. Okay. Now, way to apply for jobs. Okay, we have completed, let us imagine we have completed our AWS and server administration. So way to apply for jobs, friends, literally we are eligible to apply for jobs in companies where there are servers and where there is some data. Now tell me, do you know any company, any business actually? I'm not saying company, I'm saying any business. Any business that is not connected to the internet, any business they are not working on the technology, any business where there are no where there is no data. Literally no, right? We simply cannot imagine all those things. So once you complete these courses, you are 100% eligible to apply for jobs literally in every company on the face of the earth where there are some servers and where there is some data or where the network is connected to the internet. Okay, so literally we are needed in every company. So our job opportunities will automatically increase. We are not restricting ourselves to so and so company. See, as a programmer, maybe I'm not eligible to get a job in a bank, but as a cloud admin or a server admin, I'm 100% eligible to get a job in bank. As a programmer, maybe I cannot get a job in, let's say, a airport or a shopping mall. Just a basic job I'm saying here. But as an administrator, you are 100% eligible to get a job there. Okay, so literally we people are needed in every company. Let's say company is working on artificial intelligence, they need cloud administrators and server administrators. A company is related to blockchain, companies related to data analytics, a company is related to, let's say, quantum services. Whatever new technologies are available, my friend, and if a company is dealing with that particular new technology, before taking an artificial intelligence guy, before taking a person who can work on blockchain, before taking a person who can deal with the quantum services, they need a server admin and a cloud admin. So literally, we people are needed in every company. This makes our jobs more, more in demand actually. I repeat, this makes our job in more demand. Literally, we are needed in every company across the globe. Done? Now, next question is how to do practice. Okay, these are, practical oriented courses. There are things we learn and there are things that we need to practice. Only by watching, okay, by looking at my screen, you can understand how to configure a server and how to configure a service in cloud. But my friend, We have to practice ourselves also, right? Now, how to practice here? Very simple. You just need to have a computer and the internet connection. For example, this is your actual AWS account. Everyone should have this AWS account. I will show you how to create AWS account in coming classes. But this is the AWS account. Create your AWS account. After creating your AWS account, you can simply do all the practicals. So see, this is my AWS account here. In coming classes, I will show you how to create a AWS account for yourself. This is one thing. Okay. And for Linux server administration or Windows server administration, this is the way. This is your Linux server. If I say ls, something will come. If I say ls-l, something will come. So this is your Linux server. So if you have a computer with the internet connection, you are 100% eligible for this particular job. You are eligible to do all these practicals. That's it. You just need a computer with the internet connection. Wherever you're living, it doesn't matter. Maybe as of now, let us say you're in your village with your family. Maybe you're in some town or a mandal or district, wherever. You just need to have the computer and some internet connection. Your mobile phone internet connection is also more than enough. You can do all the practicals there, my friend. And you have to do practicals because, without learning the practicals, you simply cannot move forward in your career. Once you go to company, we have to do something there, right? So we have to do all practicals here. Done. So how to do lab practice? We have already seen like how to do lab practice. You just need to have the internet connection and a computer. Done. Now, what to learn in Linux and AWS? What exactly we are learning or what exactly we need to learn? So this is one of the question here from Atish. Is a syllabus covered in all these three courses? So let us see what syllabus we are going to cover here. Okay, syllabus will be a bit lengthy here actually because these are the three courses we are learning here, but let me just take you to the syllabus once. Okay, so this is a package here, friends. So once I finish the webinar, management will share all the syllabus with you. But as of now, if you want to go and check the syllabus, this is the syllabus. This is the syllabus for Linux server administration and the Windows server administration and AWS. Okay. So see, in Linux server administration, we are learning all these things. See, when I say file permissions and directory permissions, it is looking like one topic here, right? But it will take around 3 classes actually. Got it? It will take around 3 classes. When I say Linux basic commands, I have not written all the basic commands what we are going to learn there. I just say Linux basic command, but when you go with these commands, it will be some tens and tens of commands actually. So this is the overview of your syllabus, what exactly you're learning here. We'll start from the very basics. We'll move into the server administration. Okay. Then we moved into the advanced administration, that is your network administration and some services and all those things. So this is where we'll go with our Linux server administration package. Okay. Now coming to the Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services is like, a bit bigger compared to Linux or Windows. Bit bigger in the sense, the syllabus wise. So we have to learn many things in this Amazon Web Services, my friend. So what we are learning, you can just go through all these things, what I have written clearly here. Okay, there are many things we are learning. There are many services. But if I just summarize everything in AWS, if you're good in some modules, see there is a module and there are some services. If you're good in some modules, let us say virtual server modules, that is your EC2, VPC module, IAM module, security module, and storage module. If you're good in these 5 modules, you are 100% eligible to get a job literally in every company on the face of the earth. What are the services you are learning in each module? You have all the details here. Okay, you have all the details here, but you should know these 5 major modules, and you can go through each and everything in that particular module. Once you get a job as a cloud administrator, you're learning many things, but my friend, your responsibility can be, let us say your responsibility can be on this particular thing. Let's say security cloud. You are working only on this one particular service. That's it. Learning wise, you're learning many things, but working wise, you're working on one service only, my friend. Got it? This is the way it works. So whatever we are learning here, all these things are clearly mentioned in your uh, package, in your course curriculum here. You just need to go through all these things and you will know, okay, this many things we are learning. For example, if you work on the Windows server here, my friend, you know, your responsibility on Windows server can be just related to this. File sharing and file accessing are giving permissions. Although you're learning many things, but like I said to my friend, your responsibility can be only on, let's say, DHCP, or your responsibility can be only on DNS. Learning wise, you're learning many things, but working wise, practically working wise, you will be working on one service. Let us say, I'm just giving a rough example here. Let us say if you combine this package, let's say you are learning around 50 things, 50 different things. Okay, that's a too big thing, right? But you know, my friend, when you work in a company, your responsibility will be on, let's say, two services. Out of the 50 services, what you're learning, your responsibility will be only on these two services. But remaining 48 services, you need to know. Remaining 48 services, you need to learn. I'm not saying like, you know, you just need to learn these two services. I'm saying we have totally this many services to learn, but out of all these services, you'll be working on these two services. Okay. So if there is a career gap, what to do? Look, my friend, I can say this with 100% guarantee. In case if you have some career gap, with this particular package, you can fill the career gap up to like, let's say, just a second. Yeah, up to 3 years. More than 3 years, you should not fill the gap, my friend. Up to 3 years, you can fill your gap easily. So repeat again, if you have some career gap, you can just go up to like 2.5 plus 2.5 to 3 years career gap with this particular course or with this particular package. That much knowledge you can get. And in case if you want to add more, I'm not recommending you to add more actually, because if you're adding more, companies expecting a lot from you. So 2.5 years is more than enough. But for that also, you should do some extra work there. Extra work in the sense, you know, once you finish our course or once you finish our class for that matter, you know what we do? Once we complete our class, we just go there and you just need to go through some more documents. Where are the documents available? How to go through these documents? I'll just share all the details with you in coming classes. But as of now, if you're going as a fresher, attending the classes and doing the basic practicals is more than enough. But if you want to go as an experienced person, then you have to simply go with some documents also. So way to read the documents and how to follow the documents, all these things we will see in our coming classes. Okay. So with this particular package, like I said, you friends, you can easily go up to 3 years of career gap. Okay. Fine. So this is your package, my friend. This is your complete package. I hope it is clear now, like what exactly we are learning here and what you are expecting from this particular course. Okay. And one more thing here, let me just try to, you know, make things more easier for you. See, these are the 4 stages for you in your career, my friend. One is the learning part. Let me just erase something here first. Okay, so the first stage in your career is obviously learning. Then we have to go with some examination. If you're interested in any online examination, go to examination, then go to interview, then go to a particular job. Once you clear your interview, obviously you'll be working there as the administrator. Now, out of these 4 stages in any person's career, what you think, your friends? Which stage is the most difficult? You know, normally people say like, okay, working in a company can be difficult, but I'll say this is the easiest thing. Okay, interviews can be difficult. If I ask you what is 2 plus 2 today, you'll say 4 easily because you know. Hmm? If I want to write some examination on a topic which you know, examination is not difficult also. So don't worry about the exam or the interviews or the jobs. See, we'll be preparing for interviews in our coming classes. Like whenever we go with a topic, whenever we go with the topic where I need to select, okay, from this topic, interview questions will come. You just need to mark that topic. We are learning many things, but in interviews, they will not ask you from every topic. They will simply ask you from certain topics. If you are able to answer from those topics, you will be 100% eligible to answer from any other topic. Got it? So here we need to be very careful here actually. So if your learning is very good, if you understand the technology very well, interviews, jobs, examinations will be the easiest thing for you. Okay, learning is the most important part, my friend. When you face interview, they will test you, they will test your understanding. Actually, they will test your understanding on this particular technology. Practicals are all available on internet. Every step is literally available on Google or YouTube. That's not a big deal. But when you're executing those steps, when you're entering some commands, when you're copying some steps in, or when you're, selecting some option, why to select that particular option? What happens if there are three options available? Then we need to know what happens if you select each option. So in your company, maybe you're selecting first option. My company, I'm selecting second option. Some other person is selecting third option according to their requirements. So interviews, jobs, examination, all these things will be easy if you know the technology. So the one thing that you need to more concentrate here is on understanding the technology. People are, simply trying to write down something or do some mug up some interview questions and go to job. No. If you understand the technology for rest of your career, the technology remains same. Okay, some minor changes will be happening in a technology. Some new features will be coming. Some old features will be outdated. It's a normal thing. It's a normal thing for every technology. Okay. But if you know the technology, if you understood the technology of cloud computing or Windows Server administration or Linux Server administration, the technology will take you till the job. The understanding of the technology will take you till the job. I repeat again, in interviews, they will test you like how much you understood or how much knowledge you have about that particular technology. Understanding will be tested. So when we learning is the most important part, my friend. It's up to me like how I'm presenting the subject. If I'm presenting the subject in the simple and easy way, the understanding will be easy. You know what people do normally? They just try to make things more complicated. So nothing is complicated in AWS Linux. At least I can say 85 to 90% things are very easy to understand. Okay. But in case if there is something which is not so easy to understand, then you know what I'll do then? I'll simply try to repeat that thing by using multiple examples. Instead of 2 classes, I can go with the 3 class, third class. Okay, that I can do. That I'll do for sure. But my friend, there is nothing in cloud computing or server administration that you feel like, oh, it is difficult. People who feel it is difficult, they are learning the technology in a different way. They are learning the technology, if I say in a straightforward way, they are learning the technology in a wrong way. Technology is designed by people like you and me. We are simply learning what is the design of the technology. You are not adding anything from our side. Okay, so someone has already designed the technology. Is it difficult for us to learn it? It should not be difficult for us to learn. Okay. Okay, so this is about this particular package, my friend. So you know me, you know my expertise and you know my experience and you know this particular package. So this is me and this is the package. Okay. And like I said, 3rd December, that is Tuesday, we are starting this session at 10 a.m. Fine. And Linux server administration will be at 7 a.m. on 3rd December. Great. This is a offer. We are still continuing with the Diwali offer here. And in this Diwali offer, what we have? We have this offer for, let's say, 6,999. Actual fees will be like 15K, but the offer is for 6,999. We already have some people who are coming in 10 a.m. or who are, already registered for this 10 a.m. class. So yeah, we will have some people there so that we can continue with our sessions regularly. And like I said, whether it is AWS or Linux or Windows, every session will be recorded here, my friend. Every session will be recorded for sure, and we will share all the recordings with you. Initially, 2 recordings or 3 recordings will be available on YouTube, but once you register for this course, all the other recordings will be shared with you every day. Okay, and I'll make sure you know the theory and you know the practicals and you know some troubleshooting as well. Okay, and the most important part is you must feel comfortable with your technology. I repeat, you must feel comfortable with your technology. That is the main motto from my side. Okay, fine. Now, in case if you have any other questions, any other doubts, feel free to send your message or call on this particular number. After like 2-3 classes, I'll share my number also, my WhatsApp number and my mail ID. So that, while doing some practicals, if you have any doubts, any questions, you can simply contact me on this particular numbers. These are the management number, but I'll share my number after like couple of days. Okay, so that's it for the webinar, friends. I hope you understood about this package. The major motto of the major, aim for this webinar was to explain you about this package, first of all, the fee structure and my details and all those things. And the next was like, why the package is so important. See, you're applying for a job in a company or multiple job roles. That's a great thing. For example, if you talk about a cricket team, let's say you're a batsman, you can apply for a batting position. If you're a bowler, you can apply as a bowler. If you're a wicket keeper, you can apply as a wicket keeper. But you know what? If you're an all-rounder, you can bat as well as you can bowl. Your demand is more compared to any normal batsman or a bowler, right? Okay, bowler will do his work, batsman will do his work. But if you're an all-rounder, you can do both the work. Till today in India, we are searching for another Kapil Dev, right? If you're interested in cricket, you know who was Kapil Dev, right? So for last 40 years, maybe we have not got another Kapil Dev. We are simply searching for him, like a all-rounder who can do both the things. So if you know this particular package, you will be someone like a all-rounder. You can work on cloud, you can work on the server administration. Companies will like you. Companies will love you actually for the, expertise what you have. If you're applying for a job only by using Amazon Web Services, you are limiting yourself. Because, in a company, maybe there is no job on AWS, but there is a job on server administration. In some other company, maybe they already have server administrators, they are looking for AWS. So limiting your jobs and you're limiting your, opportunities there by learning only one thing. So if you go with this complete package, you are simply adding more opportunities for yourself. Okay. And the best thing here is this particular offer. This is nothing for these 3 courses, my friend. This is too less according to me. It should not be this much. It should be at least, 15 to 18K. But, as of now, they are still going with the festival offer. So we'll just need to go with this offer only. But as of now, this is the thing. So I just want to say one thing before I stop the session. If you have already decided to go with cloud computing or server administration or DevOps or cyber security as your career, just try to stick to it, my friend. You just try to stick to it because this career can take you to great heights in your career. Financial wise, you'll get good packages. Opportunities wise, you'll get a lot of opportunities literally in every company, every country, every continent. Okay. And then job security. You should have the job security also, right? Okay. So job security wise also, you will have great security there. No one will take you. No one can select, okay, you're sacked. You can go home. There is no need for you now. No. The first team that will come to the company is the administrators teams. And if the company is completely wind up, for example, they are shutting down the company, the last team that will go from the company is again the IT team, the administration team. Okay. Now the question here is, can I go with the certification? It's up to you, my friend. If there is a requirement for you to go for certification, you can go with the basic certification of AWS. That is AWS Cloud Practitioner. That certification is more than enough. And my friend, writing down the certification is again one of the easiest thing you can do. Most probably in coming classes, I'll explain you how to go for certification. Certification is not at all a big deal. Exam means your certification only. It is not a big deal. The most important thing that you need to do here is, I repeat again and again, is your learning. If you know, then certification is useful. If you have the certification and without any proper knowledge, you're not getting a job there for sure, my friend. I repeat again, companies will hire you on the basis of your knowledge, how much you understood that particular technology. On the basis of your understanding of the technology, you'll get hired in a company, not because of certifications. I know many people who did BTech, MTech. I know people who did, you know, masters. Masters is some one, good degree, right? Anyway, so they have master's degree, but still, they cannot crack any interview. Because degree is one thing and understanding is one thing. Degree is one thing, Skills are one thing. Certifications are one thing. Skills are one thing. We need to learn the skills. We need to be good in this particular technology. We need to learn the skills. So that is possible only in learning. Okay. So yeah, you can go with the certification, but again, I'm more stressing on the learning part. Try to learn the technology. Technology will remain same forever. So next 2 months, 2.5 months, if you just do some proper planning, and if you just try to implement your plans properly, my friend, for next 20 years, you can simply enjoy your life. In the sense, the technology, you'll be more demanded or more needed in any company. Got it? Understanding the technology. But again, certification wise, just go with some basic certifications. That's more than enough. Okay, friends, over to you now. If you have any questions, any doubts, feel free to send your questions in the chat box. If you want to talk to me directly, unmute yourself now. We are at the end of the webinar. You can clear all your doubts. And in case still, if you have any other thing, any other query, like I said, these are the numbers from AWS management. Sorry, DURGASOFT management. So you just need to call these people, and they will simply help you in all the other things that you want to know about this particular package. So if someone is interested only in AWS, my recommendation, my friend, is go with the complete package. Okay, let me just be more, friendly with you. Whenever you learn, wherever you learn, it doesn't matter. But if you're planning to start a career in this IT field, my suggestion is, a friendly suggestion is, go with this complete package. Learn the server administration as well as the network administration. Do not, decrease your job opportunities by learning only AWS. No, you should go with all the 3 courses, my friend. That will increase your job opportunities. Your resume will be automatically likable by companies. They will not leave you for sure. There can be a time when you're confused actually to which company to join. If you're good in these 3 things, that many opportunities will be there with you for sure. Okay, friends, so that's it for the day. I'm here for like 30 more seconds. If you still have any questions, any doubts, feel free to send your questions in chat box. And I just want to say, good luck for your careers and good luck for your health and everything, what you do in your life. And just try to stick to this career, where you learn, with whom you learn. Again, that's a different thing. It's up to you to decide. But if you already decided to go with this career, my friend, like I said, you have selected a great career for yourself. You have simply selected a excellent career where we have more opportunities, job security, good packages. Everything will be super smooth for you.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. There.
Yeah, here, Shivendu here.
Yeah.
I'm asking that these 3 courses parallelly, 30 days you said, 0 to means from the beginner to expertise level, 30 days we can cover parallelly.
2 months, 30 days, my friend.
Acha, 2 months, 30 days. Actually, 2
Uh,
to 30, I was confused.
uh,
Okay. And sir, if we want to keep experience for more, so we should learn DevOps or we should skip and go with this course only, flow.
See, if you go with DevOps, you're putting some mountain on your head, my friend. You should
Okay.
not go with DevOps as a fresher or 2, 3, 4 years of experience. DevOps
Uh,
market is there, cyber security market is there, that we need to accept. More demand is there.
oh,
But who can go with it? Like, for example, I'm sitting in my home. Can I dream of becoming the Indian cricket team captain?
no.
There is a process, right? When Virat Kohli became the captain, he already played for like 10 years. So
Yes.
experienced people are needed for that particular technology. You will be getting a job in server administration and cloud computing. I'm not saying as a fresher you will get a job there easily, but at least when you do this particular package, you have the concept of multiple technologies. Then you will be hired on this technology on some roles. Like I said, if
Okay.
there are 50 roles available, you will be getting responsibility on 2 roles. So if you are putting more experience, just try to get more about cloud and server administration. Don't go with DevOps as of now.
Okay, sir. Because they said that DevOps is overall thing. They are more technology specific. In the cloud technology, DevOps tools are used more and more. So,
Exactly. Exactly. In cloud technology, DevOps tools are used. In cloud technology, artificial technologies tools are used. Networking tools are used. Quantum services tools are used. Literally every tool is used in cloud technology. But remember, when I
oh,
started the session, I told you, if you're good in EC2 service, that is your virtual cloud. If you're good in VPC service, if you're good in security, if you're good in IAM, okay, and if you're good in storage. That's it. You know the cloud computing concept. So tools will be used on this EC2 service. DevOps tools will be used on this EC2 service, but to launch EC2 service, we need to create a network here. First of all, we need to provide this storage. We need to provide some security. We need to create a user so that, user can access this particular server, and we need to provide some storage so that, data can be stored. So exactly DevOps tools will be used, but where it will be used on cloud. So first of all, you should know cloud. And before the cloud, you should know the server administration.
So server administration, sir, Red Hat Linux server, we will work on any other Linux flavor we are going to see
No, we are
with
going to
this
see RHEL 9.4 version, the latest version, Red Hat only.
Red Hat only.
Yeah.
Red Hat. And any other Linux course we need to do parallelly, or it is sufficient
If
for?
you know, yeah, good question again. If you know RHEL, Red Hat Enterprise Linux Server Administration, you can work on all the other Linux servers.
Okay, okay. Like in the website of DurgaSoft only, many Linux other courses are there. Are we go need to learn those things also parallelly with this, or this is will be complete
No,
as a?
this will be more than enough. And in the DurgaSoft website, I think there is only about RHEL. I don't think you have any other course. It is
No, no.
only
Linux shell scripting is
ha
something different, and admin two other both different courses are there. They are
exactly.
presented.
Shell scripting is after the server administration.
Okay.
First, if you want to start your career or if you want to learn something about Linux, then you have to first go with the course what we have learning here. Then after that, you can go with the shell scripting and all the other things.
Okay. Okay. Actually,
Okay.
this was one confusion. I was confused because two courses are displaying in that website.
No. First, the Linux server administration, this one. What
Okay.
I'm saying here is beside this server, beside this Linux server, there are many more servers. We are learning RHEL, but there is something called Ubuntu server. There is something called
Yeah.
CentOS. There is something called Debian. There is something called SOSI. So do I
Yeah.
need to
These are
learn?
the all
Yeah,
all. These are the flavors of Linux. Actually,
exactly.
this.
So
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So once you know one, you can work on all the other. I'm not saying exactly it will be same, but 80% things will be same.
Okay.
Remaining
And the
to
real time company, they will go for Red Hat people, or they will choose as per their requirement.
good question again. Most of the companies they will go with RHEL or Ubuntu.
Okay.
These are the two most famous. But some can go with Debian also, some can go with like SOSI. Let's say if there are 100 servers in a company, out of 100 servers, let's say 65 to 70 servers are running on RHEL and Ubuntu. Remaining
Oh,
20-30 servers, some other OS can be there.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you.
welcome, my friend. Okay, fine. So this is something. Thanks for your questions, actually. And thanks for your questions in chat box, because if questions are coming, sessions will be very interesting, my friend. It's your responsibility to make sessions more interesting by sending your questions. Anyhow, this is your AWS console. In coming classes, we will see how to use it. And this is the place where you are doing all the practicals of Amazon Web Services. And this is, like I said, your actual Linux server administration course. And this is your actual Linux server there. What you see here is actually the actual Linux server. Okay, so you'll be working on this. Okay, so commands will be something like this. If you're not that much familiar, it will be something like this. You execute some command, you see some output, and you do something with that particular output. That's it.
Sir, some projects also we need to see for cloud practitioner, like cloud
No,
engineer.
no, no. Projects, I'll take every class as a project here. First of all, let me just take you to my existing class. I'll create some, Google Drive for you. And let's say if I go with my existing 9 a.m. class, which I started some couple of weeks before actually. See, every session should be there as a project. Every class should be there as a project. If I go with this topic, see, this is the project, or this is your scenario. So
Yes, sir.
normally, we are making things complicated for ourselves. not much is needed there actually, but still, people just make things complicated just to show that like technology is big and more in demand. Obviously, technology is more in demand, but the process of learning the technology is very easy. Okay, so
Okay.
like this, we'll make all the projects or all the labs every day. Whenever we go with a lab, we'll just go with a particular scenario and we'll go with that particular lab.
Okay, sir. And any tools we need to learn separately, sir, for this course?
No, nothing. There are absolutely no pre-requirements you need to know for Windows or Linux or AWS. You can simply go with this course with zero knowledge. No tools needed, nothing.
Okay, sir.
Whatever we learn in our regular class only. But as of now, I can say nothing is needed. You can simply go with this course as a fresher with zero knowledge on any of this technology.
Okay, sir. Actually, I am planning for experience because I have a problem with the career. So that's why I'm asking this much question.
Okay, now fine.
Hope
No,
you understand. Yeah, I have
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
doubts. Hope you understand. Don't mind with my
No, no.
questions.
I always say the classes will be interesting and classes can go deep if I'm getting questions in the chat box. I always get questions in the chat box. See, initially probably there are more questions actually because you're trying to understand everything about the technology. But once we go with the topic, let's say we are in, let's say this user management class. Now the questions will come only related to user management is there, right? Like suppose I
Yeah.
am in this sudo class or access control list class. What questions I'll get? I'll get questions related only to ACL. So
Yes.
initially in couple of classes, 2, 3 classes, I'll get many questions from like, everything related to careers and opportunities and examinations and experience and everything. But once we enter into the regular sessions after 2, 3 days, I'll be getting questions only related to that particular session only. Like if you go with AWS also, same thing. When you're learning about, let us say, NAT gateway. You'll be getting questions, or I'll be getting questions related only to NAT gateway. So don't worry about the questions you're asking. It is actually great for me when I get questions from your side.
Okay, sir. Actually, you won't know better because you are in the industry, real-time person. So, and we have to start from zero. So, we have lot of doubts, like silly doubts will be there from my side also. So,
No,
I hope you don't
no.
mind if.
I said again, I don't mind any of your questions. I need your questions actually because your questions will boost my energy here. And no question is silly, my friend. You never say this again. No question is silly. Every question is a question. Maybe a question is very small for you, but the same question can be the biggest question for some other person on that particular day.
Yeah.
Okay, so your questions is not only helping you, the question is also helping the other person.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. Yeah,
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
yeah, thank you. Okay, so that's it for the day, friends. And let us meet again on Tuesday, that is 3rd December at same time, 10 a.m. India Standard Time with more and more details of Linux server administration and cloud computing and Windows server administration. But 10 a.m. is the time for our AWS server administration or AWS.
So,
Okay,
for
so the
7 a.m. link, will you share 7 a.m.?
yeah, 7 a.m. link management will share with you. Once we finish the demo session, they will share all the links and all the details about this particular course.
Actually, in the chat box, whatever link they have shared is not able to register, sir. That demo link they have shared, na,
Okay.
it is. I am unable to register with the demo link 7 a.m. I think.
Okay. Okay. I'll ask them to share the link. And like I said, we have already completed some of the classes on Linux. Some basic
So,
classes I have completed.
how many sessions, sir?
Two
It's
or three
finished.
sessions are completed. We have not yet
Okay, sir.
started the major topic till now.
Okay, sir.
Let me just go and show you here. Yeah. Overview of Unix, Linux I have completed. Installation I have started actually.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Okay.
then 7 to how? What the timing will be? 7 to 8.
7 to 8. Linux will be 7 to 8. AWS
Okay.
will be, what is the time? 10.
10, 10, 10
10
to
to 11.
11. 11.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
And I'll ask them to share all the recorded classes of this Unix and Linux especially, so that you can go through this today and tomorrow. And when you come 7 a.m. on Tuesday, you'll be, with all the basics covered.
Monday we don't have session, sir.
No, no, Mondays we have session, but this Monday I have some meeting actually. So for that
Okay,
reason,
okay,
this Monday I'm not available. But every
okay.
week, Monday to Friday classes will be there, and some weeks it can be on Saturday also. So weekly
Okay, sir.
minimum 5 days or maximum 6 days. Sunday there is no
And,
class for sure, but Monday to
okay.
Friday.
Then Saturday, which time? Morning session will be there or
Same time,
afternoon?
same time, same time.
10 to 11.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay. And any
Okay.
for doubt session, you will keep any extra session for doubt clearing,
See,
like in
whenever we, yeah,
weekdays.
whenever we go with the topic, you will get questions. You can ask the question on that particular day. Or in case if you need any special session, I'm more than open for everything actually. So in case if you need any special session for any special topic, I'm more than available for you. But like I said, I'll be sharing a WhatsApp number also with you so that you can simply clear all your doubts if needed.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Nice explanation, sir. Thank you for the session.
Thanks, man. Thanks for being here till the end. So I just want to say good luck for everyone for your careers. And like I said, if you're really interested in making a career in this IT, this is a package to start your career. And this package, whatever we are learning, will remain with us for rest of our life, for rest of our career. Basic changes will be happening in the technology, but if you know the core of the technology, everything remains same. Okay. Thanks a lot, friends. See you on Tuesday at 7 a.m. for 7 a.m. for Linux server administration and 10 a.m. for AWS. Thanks a lot, friends. Bye.